Okay, so I have the Kawasaki Mule Pro DX, and I wanted to talk about the sort of homemade enclosure that I did. When I say homemade, not that I made any of it, but instead of buying the $5,000 enclosure kit from Kawasaki, what I did is I bought the Mule. I bought it from Off-Road Express up near Erie, PA, and there's their sticker right there. So they're Peach Street in Wattsburg Road, two different locations there. They're right up near Erie, Route 90, Pennsylvania. So I had them build the machine, and I had them do it with the Kawasaki glass windshield. And what you see there is the Kawasaki glass windshield. It's real simple for them to put on. It's basically two clamps. There's a clamp here. There's a center point right here that just cups onto the roll bar, and then you have another upper clamp. So literally it's a cam buckle clamp that you just grab it and uncam it, and two people can walk away with this glass. So that's that. And you see the vents. There's a vent there and there's a vent there, and that's the Kawasaki. So then I did the cheapest Kawasaki hard top option. I believe it was $299. And I read online about just getting pull noodles to fill the gap, and it actually works pretty well. This is the thicker of the pull noodles, the 4-inch. That's the green, and then you see the blue. That's the 3-inch. So I'm going to order them in black, so you won't even see them really, because you'll have the black frame on the window, you'll have the black top, and you'll have the black pull noodles, and that just closes that gap. During the summer, you probably wouldn't want those if you were going to keep the windshield and keep the hard top. You would just take that pull noodle stuff out of there. So what I did, this is the where you really win here. So Seismic does a upper soft door kit for the Mule Pro that is far and above better than the factory one, and I'm going to explain to you why I say that. Now, if you see what Seismic does, they have this wedge. This triangular wedge right here, okay? So that piece doesn't move as you open and close the door. And there's a steel frame that goes up vertical right here, and it ties into the roll bar, the ROPS, right where you see my fingertip. Now, what that means is that whenever you come over here and you go to open the soft door and the Kawasaki door stay completely attached at all times. Everything pivots off of this upper pin. Now you think, well, gee, doesn't that make the door really hard to remove? No, not really. And the reason why is you can remove the main frame of the door and leave this flap on here. This is Velcroed down here to the body. You can just pull this Velcro back right here. You can take two bolts out. There's a bolt right here, and there's a bolt right here, and then you lift off this upper top, lifts off like a Jeep Wrangler, just has a vertical pin. I'll show you that here. So when you open up the door and you come over here, okay, so you just have a vertical, there's a pin welded to this that drops down into this female right here. So all you do is take this bolt off here. Let's get down below the sun here if we can. Okay, so there's where the Seismic door frame bolts through your Kawasaki door on the front of the door. So the back of the door, okay, Seismic bolts through here. So you would take that out. Then if you wanted to, you could pull the Seismic plunger out. This is how you unlatch the door from the inside. So you take these two nuts and bolts out, unvelcro the outside, and lift it out of the Jeep Wrangler style hinge pin right there. And that's it, you're done. So the other thing they do is, let's go, I'm gonna get into the machine here. So when you pull the door shut, you have some play in the top of the door. So there's the top of the Seismic door, and you can see that I can push it and flex it in and out. So you see what they gave you right here. They gave you this cam that you cam right over that roll bar, and what that does is that pulls this door in very close. I mean, it's very close to the roll bar. So you just have a very small gap all the way around the door. It's nothing big, okay? So here's the latches I was telling you about. This is what holds the windshield in. There's your lower latch on the Kawasaki factory windshield. This is the one that just cradles. And then this right here, this is your upper latch. So if you wanted to remove the windshield, you literally just grab this and you pull like that and it unlatches. So the rear, okay, let me get out of this machine here. To finish this off, what I did is I went with the tried and true pull noodle trick. Back here, those are 3 inches. But this is the Seismic rear window. You see there's your zippers right there, Seizmik. So the Seismic rear wall velcros all around the ROPS bar right here. Comes all the way down. Turn the key on here. Let's see. Oh, my bed's all latched. Let's see here. I don't think you can see in the dark, but well, you sort of. Okay, so here's the Seismic velcros down to this plastic header panel over the engine. So that goes all the way across right there. So it literally closes in from the bottom all the way up to this roll bar here, leaving you about a 2-inch gap to the Kawasaki's cheapest hardtop. And you shove some pull noodles in there. Using that, along with the heating system, I have the Kurt Industries heater. So you have your dash vents. There's one on each side, and you have your foot vents down here. So you have your under dash. There's one, and there's one there. Sorry, I know you can't really see. Using that heater, I was out there. It was 5 below zero, 10 below zero. Boy, I had no problem. I was out there with just a sweatshirt on, not even a hoodie, and plowing, and she was just, clicking along, blowing some nice warm air, and everything was comfortable. We were good. We really didn't have any problems at all. Weren't cold, and it was quite comfortable on 5 below zero. So real impressed, man. I tell you what, this thing is big though. This is where my Yamaha Rhino used to sit. And the Yamaha Rhino fit in here with, a few feet to spare. Now you got to back in real slow and easy. By the way, I wanted to also point out, Seismic makes these cast aluminum mirrors. These are great mirrors, and they come with a clamp to go onto a roll bar. But you take that off, and they have a bracket designed right into their soft doors, and that's right there. So this bolt is coming out and going straight into that mirror. So before you tighten that bolt, you can rotate the mirror to whatever position you want, and then the mirror is like a newer car, where if you hit a tree or something, it pops in on you. Okay, so it pops out, and there's detents back that way, and you can pop it that way. It also has a fully adjustable piece of glass like a car without power mirrors would have. So you can move this in and out. You can move it up and down. So you can do your fine adjust here. You do your coarse adjust by setting the housing where you want it, or by picking a different detent if you want. Like there's 2 major detents right there, and then you finish by adjusting the glass itself. This mirror, the Seismic cast aluminum mirror, not only is it extremely high quality, probably one of the nicest UTV mirrors on the market. This mirror also is lifetime guaranteed. You can, if you can break it, they will replace it. Seismic is pretty bold with their statement so far as saying that if you shoot it with a gun and it breaks, they will send you a new one. So I really recommend the Seismic mirror. So I did the Seismic mirrors on each side of my cab. And let's see here. There's the other one you see over there. And then I went on Amazon and I got the Chupacabra rear view mirror that goes up here. And let's see here. Chupacabra. There's the name on the billet aluminum. So that's how it mounts. You just clamp the aluminum mount right onto your roll bar. And then you have the wing nuts right there that you can adjust. So you can set whatever angle you want, but that works extremely well also. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that you don't necessarily have to spend $5,000. There's under $2,000 in this total. You got your $500 or $400 doors, your $100 Seismic back wall, your $150 Seismic mirrors. I believe it was $700 for the Kawasaki glass, $300 for the top. Put it all together, boom, you got your enclosure. All right. So thank you. So do me a favor and subscribe to my videos if you enjoy my type of information. Thank you. Bye-bye.